Hello everyone and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. I'm Don Jacobs in the Pennsylvania Outdoor Life cabin, but this weather has been amazing. You know, we've been out doing a lot of turkey hunting, we've been out doing a lot of trout fishing, we've got some really great stories on the Susquehanna River. It seems like everything's really happening right now. Schools are looking at wrapping things up. You know, when I really think about Memorial Day weekend ahead and stuff like that, I start thinking now's when we usually feature state parks. We take a look at other ways that you can recreate. So guess what? Our first story is going to take us to the Montour Preserve. It's celebrating 50 years. Its 50th anniversary. Bob Stout is in charge of the Montour Area Recreation Commission.
June 19th, Father's Day, is the 50th anniversary of the Montour Preserve. We're looking to celebrate, give it the credit that it deserves. 50 years, it's been a treasure for our community. It was cared for, maintained, built by PPL through 2014. In 2015, things changed. PPL transitioned. It was now owned by Talon Energy. Talon Energy continues to own the land. We have a lease agreement with them. We operate and maintain the recreational features, and Talon owns the property. They maintain the dam, the sewage treatment plant, and so on. 7 years now we've been here, and 50 years the preserve has been here. Next year I turn 50. The Montour Preserve has quite literally been here as long as I have, and it's really neat. I've got pictures of me as a little kid squatting down on a tackle box beside the side of the lake. When they built what became the Montour Preserve, the lake exists because they need the water for the nearby Montour coal-fired power plant. And when they built the lake as a reservoir, almost immediately people said, that's a nice lake you got there. Could we perhaps fish and/or boat and/or spend time there? And to PPL's great credit, over the span of roughly 50 years, they added a boat launch, they added picnic tables, and then they added picnic pavilions, and they added trails, and so on and so on. It wasn't intended at the beginning to become what it did 50 years later, but PPL built it into a treasure that is on par with most of our Pennsylvania state parks. And and it is just the community treasure for central Pennsylvania, and it's our great honor to have taken care of the place now for 7 years. So the Montour Preserve is 650 acres. Its centerpiece is Lake Chillisquawkee, 165-acre lake, essentially makes up the middle of the property. 2 large picnic areas on either side. We have more than 7 miles of trails, 6 pavilions. We have the fossil pit, the sugar shack, the boat launch, the fishing pier, just all sorts of great outdoor opportunities for everyone.
The Montour Area Recreation Commission has certainly had its financial struggles over the years. Local businesses and many organizations, state agencies, and county officials have been involved trying to come up with a plan. Most recently, a county hotel tax was adopted and should help keep the preserve alive and well.
The truth is, more people visited the Montour Preserve in 2020 than ever before, because parks, outdoor recreation were one of the few places that you were able to go. And we made a lot of new friends in 2020. We made it through the year, we made it through 2021. We really hope 2022 is going to be the year. We need war in Europe, we need all the other dramas to really settle down. But in theory, things are moving in the right direction for us. It's our goal to keep taking care of the Montour Preserve for as long as we're capable of doing so. John Beam is our assistant director. John does programs almost every other weekend now. It's really nice to get back into a regular schedule of events. John will do programs on birding or fossils, all sorts of interesting things.
So John, how long have you been with the Montour Preserve?
31 years this year.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a long time, a lot of investment, right?
It has been, yes, but it's been wonderful. It's a great place to work, great place to meet people, great place to introduce them to nature, show them the outdoors.
You love what you do?
Yes, I do, very much. I'm always learning, and I try to share that with everyone who comes here that spends time with me, whether it's school kids or adults, scouts, 4-H, whatever it might be.
So it was already 19 years old, the preserve, when you started. What have you seen change?
A lot of personnel, staff through the years have changed. Of course, the habitat has changed. On its own, we've done a lot of habitat work with the Pennsylvania Game Commission over the years, and that has improved habitat.
And when you mention Montour Preserve to locals, I mean local, anywhere within a county around here, first thing you remember, Lake Chillisquaque, and to remember this beautiful place right here. What's behind us here?
Behind us is an old shale bank that was opened up years ago when they were developing the preserve. They needed fill for a couple parking lots, from what I understand. They dug in here, found fossils, and they established it as the fossil pit and allow people, it's one of the few places people can come and collect fossils on a private property and take them away.
What is the allure of this preserve? Why do people come here?
I think it serves as a state park, like a state park in this area. The closest one would be at least an hour away in several different directions. And it's local to them. It also provides a lot of both nature and recreational opportunities. We have a variety of habitats here, nothing that's really unique and unusual, but just a variety. I think that's what makes the preserve kind of unusual. We also have recreational opportunities, from walking trails and photographing, boating on the lake, fishing. We have our maple sugaring in late winter every year. Just lots of opportunities to see and hear things here and enjoy the outdoors.
But you do programs year-round, and if people want to get involved, what's the best way to figure out which ones they should jump in on?
If you can go to montourpreserve.org, our website, and there's an events listing there. Also a newsletter that comes out quarterly that has our events listed. You can sign up for that and get it mailed to you, well, emailed to you quarterly. So those are where the programs are listed. We do a program probably twice a month at least, sometimes 3 times a month throughout the year.
Sunday, June 19th, Father's Day, is the 50th anniversary day. From 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. that day, we've got things lined up. We're going to be giving away hot dogs. We're going to be doing educational programs and hikes. At 7 p.m., we're going to have Van Wagner do a concert over by the lake. It'll be a great day. We're really hoping that the weather cooperates for us, but again, we really want to celebrate this community treasure.
So not only can you take advantage of that every day of the year, next weekend, Memorial Day, go out and do some fishing, some picnicking, whatever, but then Father's Day, what a great way to pay a tribute to some place like the Montour Preserve. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.